For decades, Kelly Ripa's been a chipper and charming constant in the ever-changing world of daytime TV. But is she really that perky off-camera? When Ryan Seacrest announced he'd be leaving Live in early 2023, ABC didn't look far for Ripa's new co-host. She and husband Mark Consuelos began co-hosting in April, but they were already comfortable sharing the small screen. The couple met in 1996 when they were paired up and fell in love both on and off-screen in All My Children. And Consuelos had successfully pinch hit as guest host on Live a number of times. While some couples might have a hard time working together, Consuelos and Ripa seem to bring out the best in each other.
I walked up to him at a screen test and I said, I had a dream about you.
On the air, they talk openly and honestly about married life, even if it's occasionally a little too much information. But if you think it's all a shtick, think again. The longtime couple seem to be as rock solid in their private life as they act on camera.
It's so weird when you're here because I just saw you at home.
In fact, they appear to be as head over heels now as they were back in their soap opera days. On social media, they regularly share PDA-heavy photos, as well as throwback photographs of their life together. On their 28th wedding anniversary, Ripa posted a series of shots to Instagram gushing, "Squeezing 28 years into 10 pics is not possible, but you get the idea. Happy anniversary to the love of my life. So grateful to you for all the dreams come true. Aw." Ripa makes no secret of her love of fitness, wellness, and self-care. In a 2019 feature for The Cut, she talked about her serious commitment to cardio, saying, "I was talking to a cardiologist and he said to make sure your heart beats out of your chest every day. The more you exercise, the healthier it is." Ripa's workout regimen includes cardio dance classes, SoulCycle, and running. She also works with Anna Kaiser, a celebrity trainer. In 2024, Kaiser chatted with Hello Magazine about training Ripa, whom she described as being incredibly dedicated.
14 years I've been doing this workout and I still don't look like this.
She told the outlet that Ripa exercises almost every day and has never canceled a session, which frankly sounds impossible. Kaiser said, "Even when she travels, she'll do the workouts virtually if she needs to. Everyone knows that is her hour, morning or evening. She gets 45 minutes in and that is her time." If there's one thing we know about Ripa and Consuelos, it's that they're always talking about their sex life. On a 2022 episode of Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, Ripa admitted that they got busy while visiting Cohen's house.
It was a rental house. I figured I wasn't desecrating anything.
And on a 2019 episode of Live, the couple shared that their daughter has accidentally walked in on them at awkward moments.
You just ruined my birthday and my life, and I used to see in color, and now everything is gray.
Actor John Stamos even complained that he was sick of hearing about them knocking boots all the time. Speaking with Radio Andy in 2020, Ripa said she believes getting together when they did benefited them in the bedroom department in the long run, explaining, "I think we found each other at the right time in our lives. We were really pliable to each other. We really learned each other well. With that comes a certain level of comfort and confidence and experimentation and just fun." There's no doubt that Ripa can't keep her hands off her husband and doesn't mind letting the world know about it, even joking about where their kids were conceived while accepting her Disney Legend Award in 2024. It seems like Ripa really did find her Prince Charming, and she isn't about to trade him in anytime soon. When you work with someone for a long time, there's a good chance that you'll clash at some point. Ripa, however, seems to have it particularly bad with regard to some of her former co-workers. Though they seemed thick as thieves when they shared the screen on Live with Regis and Kelly from 2001 to 2011, Ripa and Regis Philbin's relationship fell apart after he left the series.
Never once did they ask me to go back.
7 years after his departure, Philbin spilled the tea.
She got very offended when I left. She thought I was leaving because of her. I was leaving because I was getting older and that wasn't right for me anymore.
Ripa also had problems when her next co-host, Michael Strahan, left in 2016. At the time, Ripa claimed she was caught off guard by his decision to jump ship for Good Morning America.
I'm fairly certain that there are trained professional snipers with tranquilizer darts in case I drift too far off message.
Though they managed to come together for Strahan's final shows, they didn't stay close. In a 2020 chat with the New York Times, the former NFL player claimed he was treated like Ripa's sidekick, rather than a partner and teammate. Strahan also revealed that while he tried to have regular meetings with Ripa to enhance their show, it didn't work out as planned, saying, "We met a few times and that was fine. But then eventually she said she didn't need to meet. Can't force somebody to do something they don't want to do." Starting in 1990, Ripa was on one of daytime TV's most popular soap operas, and since 2001, she's hosted one of daytime's biggest talk shows.
Ryan and I are just friends. Comprende? You tear me apart, and he puts me back together.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone who didn't recognize her at this point. She's pretty much never gonna blend in, which can, at times, be awkward and inconvenient. As she put it to Entertainment Weekly, "When I go into the restroom and I will hear, 'That's Kelly Ripa,' now I can't go, even though I have to go desperately." While she may not appreciate getting spotted when she's trying to use a public restroom, it seems like Ripa does enjoy her fans. In a Reddit thread titled, "Is Kelly Ripa arrogant and unfriendly in person?" one user shared, "My father was a big fan of her before he died. He attended a live show and she was very friendly to him. She acknowledged him and thanked him for the support." In a Quora thread, a user pointed out that Ripa was kind to them when he met her while working on the catering staff at a gala, writing, "I liked her. We had a short conversation about what part of New Jersey I was from. She was always very polite." Ripa and Andy Cohen have been friends ever since they met at a Christmas party in New York back in the day. Over the years, Ripa has frequently appeared on Watch What Happens Live, and they've made it clear they're in each other's corner. Ripa's protective nature when it comes to her friends was on full display when Cohen was sued by former Real Housewives of New York City star Leah McSweeney, who alleged Cohen used drugs while producing the show. On a March 2024 episode of the Let's Talk Off Camera podcast, Ripa said, "I know him like off camera. I know him privately. We've traveled together. We've gone on vacation together. Like pre him having kids, you know? I've never seen a drug around him. I'm so offended by it. I'm so angry over it." That wasn't the first time Ripa publicly defended Cohen either. In early 2023, her then co-host Ryan Seacrest complained on air that Cohen snubbed him during the taping of a New Year's special. Ripa wasn't going to let Seacrest's remarks snowball into something it wasn't. She immediately set him straight. "That's not true. He said he was trying to get your attention." And that was that. As of 2024, Ripa reportedly earns $22 million a year for hosting live. That's a serious chunk of money, some of which goes toward important causes. In 2020, Ripa and Consuelos gave $1.5 million to WIN, a New York City-based charity that focuses on helping women and children. At the time, Ripa told People magazine that they wanted to make education accessible during the pandemic, explaining, "Learning remotely under the best of circumstances is very challenging. Without proper technology, it is simply impossible." In 2024, Ripa and Consuelos helped to fundraise at the Michigan Medicine Women's Help Luncheon, and they did a great job. The event brought in around $750,000. In addition, Ripa has supported the Ovarian Cancer Research Fund Alliance, the Breast Cancer Research Foundation, UNICEF, and more. Kelly and Mark's 3 kids, Michael, Lola, and Joaquin Consuelos, are making their own ways in the world. But as much as she loves gushing about their accomplishments and sharing cute stories, Ripa has always done her best to protect her children's privacy.
We have one that we can't even refer to at all.
Yeah, we're
or
not
show
allowed.
pictures at all.
We're not allowed
That's
to
fine.
show pictures of one of them.
And another will block Ripa if she dares leave a comment on their Instagram, so she tries to honor their requests. But Ripa's not just supportive when it comes to respecting boundaries. After her eldest, Michael, graduated from college in 2020 with a degree in film, she and Mark offered to help him out until work picked back up.
He had a writing job lined up, and which evaporated because the pandemic shut down the production, and it just never came back.
She also noted that they paid for Lola and Joaquin's core expenses while they were in college, but the kids didn't get a permanent free ride.
Once you graduate, that's over.
Sounds more than fair and remarkably healthy.